Thank you so much for joining us this evening, CSU in Fort Collins. I'm Aislyn Carrillo.
And I'm Baylee Lakey. We have a ton of events happening this weekend: the CSU Drag Show, Pride Prom, Relay for Life, the CSU Fashion Show. Aislyn, are you doing anything fun this weekend?
I was actually thinking about going to the CSU Fashion Show. From the sounds of it, it'll be a great time.
It really does sound like it's going to be a blast. Honestly, I think no matter which event you go to, they're all going to be super fun.
Well, the contentious ASCSU debate happened last night, and the presidential candidates made their case to be elected for the 2016-2017 school year. Her running mate, Stephen Lasoya, went head-and-head with Daniel Pineda-Saraca and her running mate, Mike Lenski. And our very own Kay Bennett moderated the debate, asking the tough questions about diversity, school spending, and the student body as a whole. You can vote for either candidate anytime from April 4th through 6th on RamWeb.
An officer-involved shooting happened Tuesday evening between officers and a suspect that attacked them with a sword. Mark Bade, 35, was blasting loud music from his apartment. Police were called and confronted the man. This is when an officer shot at Bade, which hit his TV. He was arrested on suspicion of felony menacing. No one was hurt in the incident.
This week, CSU employees were given the opportunity to get professional advice from a variety of different individuals in their chosen industries. CSU faculty were given the opportunity earlier this week to get some life tips from real-life professionals regarding how to budget finances and prepare for retirement.
Well, this is a part of our educational seminars for the CSU employees. And today's particular topic is the cash management. It's pretty much taking a look at liquid assets you have and trying to accomplish your goals.
Throughout the three-day event, participants were able to sit in on lectures of their choice and gather useful information to help motivate them towards their goals. Those who are a part of the CSU faculty were encouraged to attend the Fit Life Expo to further improve their knowledge on living a stable life. I'm here at the Fit Life Cash Management Health and Wellness event with Kendall. Kendall, what are you going to take away from this experience?
The biggest thing I learned was just some quick tips on building a budget and reassurance on budget, and then the benefits of contributing to a retirement plan.
Many handouts and pamphlets were provided for the attendees, which touched on various topics and ideas reviewing major financial points that were presented during the lecture. CSU staff followed along while Segalchik gave his professional opinion on the situation.
All about one's financial health and wellness. And so we're really looking at the focus being not only on the whole person, such as your individual health, but your financial wellness so that you can be well prepared for retirement.
For those interested in attending the Fit Life event next year, it is open to CSU staff as well as students if signed up by the considered date.
CSU's Got Talent is tomorrow, April 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. in the LSC Theater. They will have everything from singers and songwriters to comedians and dancers. So if you're interested in seeing all of the talented Rams we have, tickets are still available online. Student tickets are free and can be purchased at the campus box office.
If you live anywhere near Prospect in college, prepare yourself as that corner is about to get very busy. With construction on the hospital looming and apartments and businesses near that corner may suffer from backed up traffic and closures. Construction on the hospital will hopefully finish by summer of 2017.
The brain plays a central role in our everyday lives. This week, CSU students are taking the time to recognize the importance of the brain by teaching local high school students about it.
Compare that brain. This brain right over here. This is also cat brain.
CSU volunteers gathered at Poudre Valley High School on Thursday for the annual Brain Awareness Week.
We've been doing this for about 15 years. It was started actually by somebody other than me. But what we do is we go to local high schools and middle schools and we present interactive stations about neuroscience. So the idea is to get these kids interested in neuroscience and to allow them the ability to not only look at different aspects of neuroscience, but also to interact with CSU students.
During BAW, CSU students become the teachers and use interactive presentations to teach high schoolers about the ins and outs of the brain.
Anybody that wants to help with it, I will train them and they can learn about how to present that station. And one of the reasons it's good for our students is they get a chance to teach. And so they get to be on the other side of it, explain things that they've learned, and then see how they like teaching and being in front of a group.
Some of the interactive presentations include seeing how bullying, strokes, and epilepsy affects the brain, learning how taste and smell distinction works, seeing how fruit flies are used in research, and studying real human and animal brains.
Left this brain in the skull so that way you could see how it sits in there, and these are the actual eyeballs that are still attached by the optic nerve.
Showing high schoolers what a brain looks like is the fun part, but CSU students like Alex believe that by doing this, it encourages future college students to find an interest and pursue an education in neuroscience.
There's another side of neuroscience that people don't really know, and it's kind of, I think it's fascinating. It's really cool to learn about, and as a kid you kind of hear it and it's more of like a taboo subject, or just like way over people's heads, and like, oh, you know, that's not something that people think that they can actually study, and that's within their reach, but it definitely is. And so coming here and hearing college students talk about it kind of just grounds it.
The interactive presentations will continue on Friday at Poudre High School from 7:40 in the morning to 3:10 in the afternoon.
It's really nice to see fellow Rams reach out and pay it forward to the community. I bet those high school students were so excited.
They really were. It was neat to see them get out of the classroom and talk with some CSU students. You could tell they were excited about learning about the brain and also maybe even looking into neuroscience as a career.
Nicole Conklin is up next with your weekly weather forecast.
It looks like things are really warming up.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Nicole Conklin, your weather anchor for tonight. Currently, we have our live cam up here at CSU. It's beautiful outside. We have the daylight going because of that spring forward time change we had over spring break. So thank goodness the sunset is more around 6:45 nowadays, and it'll get even longer as the season continues. Currently, the temperature is about 36 degrees here in Fort Collins. We're going to see some 12-mile-an-hour winds from the north as the night continues, but those skies will remain clear. But still, you want to bundle up because it's going to be pretty chilly. Looking at the state lows on the western slope, it'll be a cold 8 in Vail. That'll be our coolest temperature for tonight. 16 in Gunnison, 17 in Craig. And on our eastern plains, we'll have a 22 in Lamar, 24 in Burlington. That'll be one of our warmer temperatures for the night, which is still below freezing, so it's going to be really cold. On the I-25 corridor, we have a 21 in Pueblo, 19 in Colorado Springs, 22 in Denver and Fort Collins. Still really cold. Bundle up, guys. Tomorrow, the highs are going to be pretty similar to what they were today. On the eastern slope, we're going to have a nice 55 in Grand Junction, 35 Vail, 42 in Gunnison, and it's going to kind of hover around the low 40s, mid 30s for the rest of that area. On the eastern plains, we're going to have a nice 56 in Lamar. That's going to be our warmer temperature in the state. 51 Burlington, 44 in Lyman. On the I-25 corridor, we're going to have a 50 in Pueblo, 42 Colorado Springs, 45 Denver, and Fort Collins. It's not going to get above 50 tomorrow, so you're going to still want to stay pretty bundled up. Now, tomorrow around 8 a.m., it's going to be nice and clear, but it's going to be cold, about 29 degrees, but the sun will be out, warming up around noon to about 45 degrees. We're going to see some breezes pick up as the day continues, and it's going to get only warmer to about 48 degrees around 4 p.m., cool and clear. When you're heading out the door tomorrow, definitely grab a windbreaker because the breezes will be picking up as the day continues, and a light jacket because, like I said, it's not going to get above 50 degrees. And don't forget sunglasses because the sun will be out. It's going to be a very stereotypical Colorado day tomorrow. And don't forget that smile because it's finally Friday. Taking a look at our 7-day planner, we're going to have that high 50 tomorrow, but it's going to warm up over the weekend. 62 on Saturday, 67 on Sunday. We're getting even warmer on Monday to 69 degrees, and Tuesday and Wednesday continuing, it'll be mid to low 60s. It's going to be a nice week warming up. This weekend will be beautiful, so if you're looking to watch some CSU softball games, it'll be a perfect time. Speaking of Ram sports, Double Trouble is up next.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Good evening and thanks for tuning in to Double Trouble tonight. I'm Grace Reeder.
And I'm Rachel Vigil. The CSU women's volleyball team will hold a free open practice at the Gold Crown Fieldhouse in Lakewood, Colorado on April 5th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Head coach Tom Hilbert is going to be mic'd up for the entire practice. He'll be narrating and coaching to show fans an insider's experience. The team will do a scrimmage at the end of practice, and a question and answer session will happen right at 7 o'clock.
Rachel and I have been a little bit bored because there hasn't been too much going on in CSU sports. Lucky for us, the CSU softball team will have a very busy weekend thanks to last week's snowstorm. The Rams first play Boise State at 2 and 4 o'clock on Friday and then noon on Saturday. Then on Sunday and Monday, the Rams will face off against San Jose State after the blizzard postponed their series. Pitcher Holly Ranke looks to keep her streak alive as she went undefeated in games she started prior to the postponement of last week's games.
And well, if you watched our show last week, you know that all of our predictions for the NCAA Tournament Elite Eight were completely wrong. KU definitely let us down. So instead of us trying to predict who's going to come out on top for the Final Four, we asked CSU students.
Say your name.
Emily Stews.
And who do you think is the Final Four?
UNC, Syracuse, Villanova. I don't know what else.
Okay, Oklahoma's the other one, but who do you think is going to win it overall?
I think UNC.
If you could just give us your name and who you think is going to win the NCAA tournament.
I'm Lisandro, and I believe the number 10 seed Syracuse is about to win this whole thing.
Why?
Cinderella story.
Okay.
All right, my name's JB, and OU is going to take it. Go Sooners.
My name is Kiefer Woolert. Definitely Sooners. Buddy Hield is my boy.
Oklahoma will pull it off because they're pretty good at sports.
All right, so state your name and who you think is going to win the tournament.
My name is Michael Schrader, and I think Syracuse. Go Syracuse! Yeah!
I think Villanova is definitely going to pull it off.
So if you could just say your name and who you think is going to win the NCAA tournament.
Carl and CSU.
I think Carl really knows what's going on.
Definitely.
CSU's totally going to take it. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight.
And if you love fashion and baby corgis, stay tuned for entertainment with Courtney Fromm.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Don't worry, the 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
I'm Courtney Fromm, and I have your entertainment news for tonight. Joining me, I have two very special guests, McKenna and Anna Lee, who are both upperclassmen here at CSU, and they're working within the apparel design, and production in the Department of Design and Merchandising major. There are two key aspects in the fashion show coming up tomorrow night. How are you guys doing? Welcome.
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Well, can you tell audience and viewers a little bit more about the fashion show that's going on tomorrow?
Well, there are going to be 22 senior designers, and as part of their capstone, they do a semester-long program where they do sketches, get the materials, and do all the planning for their collection. And each collection has a minimum of 4 garments, and some designers have chosen to do up to 8. And in this year's fashion show, it's really cool because we have children's wear, we have evening wear, we have...
so a little bit of diversity going on there. Yeah. Okay, that's really awesome. So what are both of your guys' jobs within the show?
So we are co-directing this year's show, which is so awesome. The show is basically put together by all students. We do have one teacher that definitely does so much, Carol Engle-Enright. She has been so amazing and helps us so much along the way. But yeah, we are actually directing the show. So what that entails is basically from start to finish going through application processes of... You know, it's not just limited to design and merchandising students, but we get a lot of applicants from our department. We get to go through those, and then based on that, we select committees. And then based on those committees, we just start implementing a fashion show, and it is so much fun.
So people can apply to either be like designers or maybe background like work of the crew, or what is it? What do you mean by applications?
Yeah, so there are 4 different committees. There's garment and modeling, set, stage design, publicity and promotions, and then VIP and sponsorship. So they all have different areas that they're involved with. And it's a class that's open up to all majors, so we're really trying to broaden our student base.
Okay, so you just want to get more students involved and everything? That's awesome. And how long have you guys been preparing for the show?
Us personally have been preparing since first semester. We both took the class last year, and then this year we were brought back as directors, so we did independent studies both semesters, and so we've been working since the fall.
That's really awesome. So I think we've got some examples going on over here. Do you guys kind of want to describe that a little bit?
Yeah, so the one on the red jumpsuit with a white kind of shawl is from Rachel Hartman, and her inspiration behind her collection was the Colorado sky and just how it's kind of always changing and shifting.
Different colors and all that aspects,
and so her collection title is Cloud Tones. And then the metallic jacket is from High Bin Lim, and her title collection is AM to PM, and it's really just kind of a collection that's focused around having a luxurious taste, but still being able to go from work to going out with friends, but still being affordable.
That's awesome. So how many designers did you say generally do you have in the show?
22 this year.
22. And they all have to be students, right? But they don't have to be fashion majors, which is awesome.
No, for the class, to put on the class, they don't have to be majors, but to have a collection in the show, they go through the whole apparel production major.
All right.
So a lot of them were senior designers when they designed the collection, and a lot of them are actually out working in the industry doing some really amazing internships right now, too.
So they're kind of bringing back some like outside work, work and stuff?
Well, they were inspired all throughout their, time at CSU. Now, after taking that experience and their education that they learned at CSU, they're now out in the workforce doing an internship, and some of them are, in New York and California, and it's so cool. Most of them are coming back to the show. We're doing rewards for them at the end that will be, we have guest judges actually that'll be attending the show, and they'll be kind of judging the clothing on construction. We have what are some of the most creative?
Best overall designer. Best construction, most innovative, and most marketable.
Yes. Yeah, so we're going to do those awards at the end of the show and kind of honor the designers as well, but it's just as big for the students who put on the show and the merchandising program as well, so it's really cool.
Well, you're speaking of alumni within that major and everything. Where do you guys kind of see your careers going after you graduate? Well, you're only a junior, but you're a senior. Where do you see yourself
I'm
going?
a senior this year. I'm going to stay in Fort Collins throughout the summer. And then in the fall, I am looking to hopefully go to the West Coast. That's kind of where my passion is. I have a couple companies that I'm in contact with there, but I really love like the styling and publicity kind of side of fashion. So
it might be a little bigger than in Fort Collins, right?
Yeah, exactly. I want to get out there and kind of see where I can take it. So, yeah.
Alrighty, well, go ahead. What are you thinking?
I mean, we're preparing for internships like
every day.
Since,
You're just Googling it all the time.
Since we started college, we're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Yeah, well, that's the best way to do it is connections and everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to tell viewers about the show coming up tomorrow night?
Yeah, the show is tomorrow night, and it's at 7:30 p.m. We still have student tickets available for $10. So definitely get them because they're flying out the door, and we'd love to see you guys all there.
Yeah. Awesome. The show, depending on when this airs, I don't know. The show is Friday, April 1st, and 7:30 p.m. Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, good. 7:30 p.m. at the Lincoln Center.
Awesome.
We're really excited to kind of join with the community and then bring CSU out to the community instead of just, having something here on campus. We're actually promoting the show.
Yeah, so maybe more
at a
people
really beautiful venue.
Yeah, more people within the area will come besides students.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We'll well, I appreciate both of you guys coming. McKenna and Annalee, was awesome meeting you, and wish you the best of luck tomorrow within the show. And break a leg. Tomorrow, like they said, tomorrow's show is at the Lincoln Center tomorrow night, and it starts at 7:30 p.m. You can get your tickets at the door, but after a quick break, I'll be back with our Pup of the Week, who happens to be Miss Nicole Conklin, our weather anchor from tonight with her corgi, Winnie. Stay tuned.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. Go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchool.com.
Welcome back. I am here with Nicole and her little pup, Winnie.
Yeah, this is Winnie. Say hi. Hey, guys.
Okay. Hi, Winnie. So, Nicole, will you tell us a little bit about Winnie?
Yes, so this is Winnie. I call him Winnie, so don't be confused. He's a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. They're known for being super sassy, which he is. He tries to rule the house. He kicks me off my bed, and he gets into the trash sometimes.
I could see it. He looks a little mischievous.
Yeah, but he is a great dog. He's actually certified emotional support animal.
Awesome, that's really great.
So yeah, he comes to class with me sometimes, and he just hangs out. So yeah.
Where'd you get him?
I actually adopted him from a rescue in Wichita, Kansas.
You tired? You look tired?
And yeah, I drove out, I'm a junior. Okay. I went out sophomore year over Thanksgiving break. I drove it was a long drive actually. I don't remember how long, but picked him up, drove right back home, and then we became buddies.
It's been good ever since, huh? Any fun facts about little Win?
Let's see, he is obsessed with toys. If he hears a squeaky toy, do you know what a toy is? Anyway, he loves them. He will not put it down until you hide it. Yeah. And let's see, he loves food. He's very food oriented. And he likes people more than other dogs, I think.
Okay.
So
I can see that. He's been kind of a little bit of a socialite back here. He's kind of a star.
Oh yeah, he loves it here. Every time we come into CTV, he knows and he wags his little tail and he's just super excited.
He's like your little weather wingman, I guess, not wingwoman.
And we actually we have sweaters.
Oh, and matching sweaters.
They kind of match, but definitely gonna put him on the weather segment someday.
Okay,
so that'd be really cool.
We appreciate you bringing him in for being the Pup of the Week this week.
Yes,
he's so great.
Thank you. I'm Woody.
Well, thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Make sure you tune in to CTV Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Have a great night.